The big question, I think, is around the Matildas at the moment is, okay, who's going to be the next head coach? Is if Tom Sermanni does well in this next window and the players are happy, do you potentially hire him on a full-time basis? I think this is the big question mark over the Matildas at the moment, because let's be honest, under Tony, they were unhappy, and I heard this during the World Cup. Like, I heard this during the World Cup. I said at the end of the World Cup, I spoke to some people in the camp. I said, what's the vibe? And they were like, it's not good. And I sort of could see this coming, what happened at the Olympics. And obviously it did. And Tony's gone. And I think, what I appreciate about Tommy Sermanni is he gives you a straight answer. And I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I think he's certainly impressed the right people with the way he's approached both, as you said, his straight answers, but even getting his backside on seats at A-League women's games and getting out there. And I understand that the A-League only represents a small portion of what the Matildas now stand for in terms of all these players playing in European and US competitions, but that's something for the Australian fans. And I know it's been a positive sentiment from that, Lockie, the fact that fans have actually seen him out at these games in recent weeks.
Yeah, and it's crucially important to the future of this team as well. Like Sermanni has talked about this in interviews, the fact that it's likely after a major tournament or two that there might be a bit of a mass exodus in terms of retirements from this current crop of Matildas. So the next generation of players coming up has to be looked after. And of course, we know Tom Sermanni is very involved at A-League level in his regular job. I believe it's head of women's football at the Wanderers is the role that he's currently on leave from. So he has a good idea of the crop that is out there, but definitely for the next head coach, it's vitally important that they're on the ground in Australia, because you're looking forward to a World Cup cycle that is 4 years long. If you do lose a bunch of those top end players, and you're going to have to replace them somehow. And as we know, most of our Matildas, come from the A-League. That's where they get their start. So, yeah, absolutely very important. And speaking to the international window, for me, I'm not putting a whole lot of importance on the way that the Matildas play or even the score lines, as you say, Ben. They're friendly. So what does the result really mean at the end of the day?